The time is around 1600 BC. In the middle of the Aegean Sea, a seafaring people, a civilization living in harmony with nature, was rising. The Minoan civilization was living its golden age on Crete and the surrounding islands as an advanced society dominating the trade routes of the Mediterranean. One of its brightest points was the island of Thera, known today as Santorini. However, this small island was about to witness one of the greatest volcanic disasters in human history. With its magnificent position, Thera was like a crown reaching up to the sky. The islanders prospered by making use of hot springs, fertile soils, and thriving port cities. Yet, unnoticed, the island housed a swelling giant, a supervolcano lying in the depths of the Mediterranean, accumulating lava over thousands of years. Signs of the impending eruption started to emerge slowly. The sea level rippled strangely, cracks formed in some parts of the island. Locals attributed these oddities to the wrath of the sea god Poseidon, and priests held prayers in temples. But nature had already entered an unstoppable process. One morning, Thera was shaken by a tremor that rocked heaven and earth. But this was only the beginning. Volcanic activity continued for days. Then the eruption came. It was said that the sound of the explosion could be heard from thousands of kilometers away. The energy released was hundreds of times greater than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Much of the island was blasted into the air with lava, ash, and rock fragments. The volcano sent a column of ash about 30-35 kilometers high into the sky. The sun was not seen for days. Ash that spread throughout the atmosphere covered the sky from Europe to India, triggering climatic effects. This effect, called volcanic winter, caused crop shortages and societal collapse. But this was only the beginning. The massive caldera formed after the eruption collapsed into the Aegean Sea. This collapse created an enormous water movement. Gigantic waves, tsunamis perhaps exceeding 15 meters, spread across hundreds of kilometers, reaching the shores of the Aegean, especially the island of Crete. The port cities of the Minoan civilization were submerged. Sea trade collapsed. Cities were destroyed. Legends began to speak of great cities lost underwater. Some even argued that this event inspired the legend of Atlantis. Signs of fire and destruction in the palaces of Crete reveal that the Thera eruption had not only physical, but also socio-political effects. The Minoans never fully recovered. The golden age of the civilization receded with the waters. Although the exact number is unknown, most of the settlements on Thera were destroyed. The city of Akrotiri, still being excavated today, carries the traces of a civilization frozen under layers of volcanic ash. No people were found in this ancient settlement, suggesting that some of the inhabitants may have escaped before the eruption. Yet what remains? Homes, frescoes, amphorae, temples showcase humanity's legacy. Not only the Minoans, but all Aegean, Anatolian, and Levantine societies that interacted with them were affected by this disaster. Trade networks collapsed, famines occurred, migrations began. Spiritually, this disaster changed the ancient human perspective of nature. Interpreted as the wrath of gods, the catastrophe later shaped mythology and religious beliefs for centuries. The Tartarus hell in Greek mythology or certain disaster stories in the Bible are echoes of the memories of such natural events. Thera still has an active volcanic system today. The island of Santorini is a crescent-shaped landmass formed around the caldera left by this eruption. Scientists regularly monitor the island and the Aegean Sea. Volcanic activity, seismic waves, and sea level changes are observed with modern technology. Santorini is also a popular tourist attraction. The whitewashed houses and sunset views on the edge of the caldera symbolize that life continues even on the land that witnessed this tragedy. The Thera eruption showed not only the destructive power of nature, but also how fragile human civilization is in the face of such forces. The impact of this disaster was not limited to the Aegean Sea. It affected global climate, triggered the collapse of a major civilization, and left an indelible mark on mankind's mythological memory. Perhaps that's why some legends still say Atlantis will return one day. But we know that the Thera eruption was not just an extinction, but also a warning that echoes from the depths of the past. Nature does not forget, it only waits. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments.